On the news tonight, court remands Yahaya Bello at EFCC custody. 16th convocation ceremony of Tasud Governor Dapo Abiodun assures quality and smooth education. Good evening and welcome to NTA Djibouti News at 7. My name is Mercy Ezeshi and here are the news details. Vice President Kashim Shettima has expressed satisfaction with the continuous increase in the volume of trade between Nigeria and China, saying it is one of the highest in Africa. He made the declaration when he received a delegation from China, led by the Vice Chairman of Standing Committee of the National People's Congress, Jiang Qinwei, at the Presidential Villa. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jibrila reports.
The visit by the Chinese delegation is to further strengthen bilateral relations, though both countries have maintained a friendly business ties for years. Vice President Kashim Shettima expressed satisfaction with the volume of trade between Nigeria and China. In 2023, trade relations with China got to $22.6 billion, one of the highest in Africa, and trade relation growing by 33% every year. He expressed his admiration for China's culture and traditions, saying the country is already making its mark among the Committee of Nations, even as he called for greater engagements between the two friendly countries.
And I can assure you that my boss is an independent-minded leader. My boss is committed to enhancing the relationship between Nigeria and China. You have mentioned about security. There can never be peace without development. There can never be development without peace. We really want to reposition the security architecture of our country. We want to invest in technology. We need your support. We need your cooperation. We need your partnership.
Vice Chairman, Standing Committee of the National People's Congress of China, who led the delegation, said the strategic partnership between Nigeria and China is opening a new vista of relationship between the two countries, as China is ready to move the relationship to a new height. In September this year, President Bola Tinubu attended the Forum of China-Africa Cooperation and also had a state visit. President Bola Tinubu and President Xi Jinping jointly announced to elevate Nigeria-China relations to a comprehensive strategic partnership, opening a new chapter.
So it's fair to say my connection and bond with Nigeria started 20 years ago. So it's a great pleasure to have this opportunity to renew this connection and bond. And through this visit, I see beautiful landscape and hardworking and hospitable people. I feel close and connected.
He also pointed to the need for Nigeria and China to support each other politically, adding that President Tinubu is committed to economic diversification and China is ready to support Nigeria's development expedition. From the State House, Abraham Jibrila, NTA News.
The Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation and that of Power have taken a significant step towards improving food security and ensuring reliable power supply in the country. Usman Zabari reports that the ministry signed a pact in Abuja to fast-track the project.
The milestone was marked by the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the two ministries for the implementation of the hydropower component of the Sustainable Power and Irrigation in Nigeria SPIN project. The objective of the MOU is to enhance water security in Nigeria by improving the resilience and management of water resources infrastructure with specific focus on irrigation system, hydropower, and dam safety. The MOU also aims to promote institutional collaboration and capacity building to support water efficient and climate resilient food and energy production. Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation Professor Joseph Taliman Yusuf found that the SPIN project, financed through the World Bank, is strategically designed to strengthen food security and enhance access to water, particularly for undeserved communities across the nation.
This project called SPIN is not the first projects that are working for Nigeria. neither is going to be the last. So World Bank wants to once again thank you for that.
Minister of Power, Adebola Adedelebu, emphasized that the signing of the Spring Agreement highlights the federal government's unwavering commitment to the continued growth and development of hydropower in the country.
We deeply value this partnership and we look forward to achieving significant strides through our continued collaboration, cooperation, and partnership.
Chairman of the preparatory team for the Spring project, Tahir Abdul Karim, present an overview of the Spring project. Responsible NT News.
Former Governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, has been remanded at EFCC custody till December 10, 2025, when the court will deliver a ruling on his bail application. Judicial correspondent Austin Ayabe reports that this was after his arraignment and argument on his bail before the court.
After taking plea of not guilty, the former governor was remanded to EFCC custody till December 10, 2024. The former governor was remanded in EFCC custody after he entered a plea of not guilty to a 16-count charge preferred against him by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission when he was arraigned before the FCT High Court in Abuja. The alleged charge includes misappropriation and misuse of public funds, including acquiring multiple high-value properties in Mitama and Asokoro district for Abuja, the United Arab Emirates, and the United States of America. The funds allegedly misused amount to billions of naira. Yahaya Bello and two others are accused of breaching public trust and engaged in dishonest and financial recklessness during his days in office. After taking their plea, the defendants' counsel Joseph Daudu, SAN, moved a bail application which was opposed by the prosecution counsel Kemi Pinheiro, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. The defendants' counsel told the court that the accused are entitled to bail, being that they remain innocent until found guilty by the court. But Pinheiro, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, said that the only relevant application before the court was the motion for bail filed on November 22, 2024. The operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission have been on a trail of the former governor since 2023 when he left office until Monday when he submitted himself to the anti-graft agency. From the FCT High Court, Austin Anyebe, NT News.
In an era where multifaceted crises ranging from terrorism and insurgency to economic upheaval and national disaster are escalating, the urgent need for a national crisis management doctrine has never been more pronounced, as it provides a cohesive strategic framework for Nigeria to respond swiftly and effectively to national emergencies, ensuring coordination between the military, law enforcement, and international partners. The Director Presidential Communication Command and Control Center, Admiral Robert Obanya, reaffirmed this at the exercise Rapid Response 1 briefing in Abuja. Defense correspondent Olajide Bello reports.
On August 4, 2016, President Muhammadu Buhari made a pivotal decision in Nigeria's fight against terrorism by endorsing the revised National Counterterrorism Strategy, NACTEST. With the country grappling with decades of terrorism, the strategy aimed to deliver a holistic, coordinated response, one that integrates military, intelligence and community-based efforts to tackle the root causes of extremism and disrupt terrorist activities. This gathering, therefore, is at the instance of the PC4 under the Office of the National Security Advisor to strengthen security agencies, foster international partnerships and focus on counter-radicalization.
Exercise Rapid Response 1 is a complex crisis response exercise designed to practice relevant crisis management ministries, departments and agencies in responding to threats in a built-up area.
The exercise would empower the Office of the National Security Advisor to preempt, mitigate and address crises with precision, focusing on early warning systems, crisis communication, resource mobilization and post-crisis recovery. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
We'll be going on a break. Please stay tuned.
Ambition.
My G, for our ambition, we go hard.
We go day night till we make it.
We go hard till we find that perfect beat.
The perfect beat, the one the world will put on repeat.
So we chase greatness in every moment, making every naira count.
We put out content after content.
We have more to offer.
Because the MyG bundle comes with bonuses,
Giving you way more data value and way more steez on IG, Snapchat, TikTok, WhatsApp, Glow TV, Audiomack, and Boomplay
in one fly package.
Dial *312# now and select MyG bundle.
Glow Unlimited.
Welcome back from the break. The importance of education in the development of Ogun State has been re-echoed. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun, while delivering his speech at the 16th convocation ceremony of Tai Solarin University of Education, TASUD, says his administration will provide all the necessary facility for a smooth learning in the state. Musharafa Oladiti was at the ceremony and her report is hereby presented.
The ceremony, which began with a grand procession of dignitaries, was led by the Vice Chancellor of Tai Solarin University of Education, Professor Oluwole Banjo, represented by the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council, Professor Rahman Adisa Bello. Governor Dapo Abiodun assured of his commitment to the development of Ogun State. The governor said his administration will leave no stone unturned for a quality education in the various tertiary institutions in the state.
For the commencement of the new journey filled with possibilities and potentials.
In his convocation address, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Oluwole Banjo, congratulated and charged the graduates to be good ambassadors of the institution. Professor Banjo encouraged the graduates not to depend solely on white-collar jobs, but engage themselves in different skills in order to make a positive impact in the society.
Let us be of our graduating students, their families, and indeed for the entire university community as we have come together to honor our graduates.
Highlights of the event was the conferment of degrees on hundreds of graduates who had successfully completed their various programs. Beaming with pride and joy, the graduates expressed their happiness.
To be frank, I don't feel surprised, though I feel very good, and it's a thing of joy, to come out of thousands of students as the overall best graduate student. But one thing I always like to say is, it's not an accident and it's not by a mistake.
I feel elated right now because it's really not a very smooth journey. It's a very rough one.
One thing that kept me going was that I was determined to be who I ought to be.
I'm very grateful and very excited. I give thanks to Allah for making the success, and I give thanks to my parents for struggling and aspiring to this school.
The ceremony was well attended by traditional rulers, academics, government officials, and dignitaries from all walks of life. With this conferment of degrees to graduates of TASUD, the institution has again demonstrated excellence and commitment in producing professionals in various fields of operation.
Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun is prioritizing the reconstruction of Moro Road in the hinterland to open up rural communities for overall development of the state. To this end, Governor Dapo Abiodun has inaugurated the 4.65-kilometer Ojodu-Abiodun Daro Isashi Akute Road in Ifo local government area of the state. Hakim Jimo reports.
Governor Dapo Abiodun, while inaugurating the 4.65 Ojodu Abiodun Dero Isashi Akute Road, urged residents of the area to take ownership of the infrastructure and promised that his administration will continue to prioritize the reconstruction of more roads in rural areas to open up the hinterland for investment opportunities and development.
It will definitely significantly transportation, proper speed, and improve access to essential services to our people.
in my determination to ensure that this local government, where the new look, I'll be awarding the Alagbele Akute Road. I will also be awarding the Akute Ijoko Okere Road.
Stakeholders, including traditional rulers, commended the governor for his efforts at ensuring even development across the nooks and crannies of the state, and like Oliver Twist, urged him to deliver more road infrastructure for the people.
Akute Road was conceptualized with the vision of enhancing connectivity, promoting economic growth.
It will enhance access to social service and contribute to boosting internal generated revenue.
You have given us the confidence to talk, and we have not been forgotten. Your Excellency, we say a big thank you.
The 4.65 Ojodu Abiodun Dero Isashi Akute Road was in such a deplorable condition for over 15 years before the intervention of the Dapo Abiodun-led administration. From Ojodu Abiodun in Ifo local government area of Ogun State, Akim Jimo, NTA News.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says his administration will not relent in reviving the nation's economy through his renewed hope agenda and will also prioritize the welfare of Nigerian workers for maximum productivity. The president, who was represented by the Minister of State of Labour, Mrs. Nkiruka Onyejosha, stated this at the 10th National Labour Summit of Michael Imodu National Institute for Labour Studies, held in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital. Ahmed Fulani report is hereby presented.
The Labour Summit, the 10th in the series, was an avenue for labour leaders, both in the public and private sectors, to brainstorm ideas and forge a common front on how to achieve labour inclusion with a conducive environment for workers to thrive. Represented by the Minister of State for Labour, Mrs. Nkiruka Onyejosha, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted that despite the current economic situation in Nigeria, his government has been working round the clock to fix the economy and improve the standard of living of not just the workers but all Nigerians.
We are a consuming economy. Now everybody has to join to be a production hub, so that in the near future everybody will be satisfied and food will be on the table of every Nigerian.
Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abrazak, whose senior special advisor on Labour stood in for, asked the participants to be patient with the efforts of the current administration towards reviving the economy, with an assurance that his government will continue to engage labour leaders in the state to improve the welfare of state workers.
All participants are enjoined to take this summit very serious and to take this opportunity and make sure that all issues affecting workers are actually tabled, and peaceful industrial peace, harmonious one, should be employed.
With the theme, the future of work and renewed hope agenda, issues and perspectives, lead presenter Professor Daffy Otobo and other discussants were unanimous in their recommendations that labour leaders and unionists needed to upgrade their skills and knowledge to withstand the international requirements set by International Labour Organization.
That's all we have for you today on NTA Jebode News at 7. Thank you for staying tuned. Good night.
Bro, I tell you, this match 3-0. Okay. If I win you, something will come out.
Don't play with me. Fast ball. Ah. You know what? You go shot me. Now we got this match.
Keep the banter going with Glow Borrow Me Credit or Data. Dial *303# to borrow airtime or data and pay later.
Is it ready?
Power your relentless ambition with ultra high speed data. Glow Unlimited.